Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? KeyPower44 here, and we've got a brand new Overwatch PTR patch note for July 18th, 2018. It is patch 1.27, I believe, and we've got some big updates to a lot of the support heroes and some overall quality of life features that as well for some other heroes. So I'm going to just run through the patch notes really quickly and give sort of my 2 cents on everything as we run through this, and that's how the videos normally go. So just chill, enjoy, and if you guys have any comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section and let me know. All right, first off, a couple easy stuff. Junkrat's Buccaneer skin has been changed to Bildrat, that's the name, and they've added under attack voice lines for Zenyatta, Lucio, and Moira. I like this a lot. I think they already have one for Mercy, and it's great. A lot of people that don't play with mics, if you know they're getting dove on as a support, I definitely recommend playing with a mic. But if they're getting dove on as a support, you know, that little voice line will pop out, and their team can go back and help them. Then we have looking for group settings will be saved after changing filters on the looking for group browse screen. Okay, Hero Gallery added a what's new option that displays new unlockable content. I like that as well. That's pretty cool. Just overall ease of life fixes right there. All right, but here we go, the hero updates. So something I've been complaining about for a while, if you guys watch the streams, you know I'm always saying it. I want Zenyatta to be able to reload after his ult. Like his ult gives him reload, sort of like how Reaper's Wraith reloads his weapons when he wraiths, and they're doing that. So now channeled abilities and transformation ultimates now restore ammunition after completion for some heroes. So you've got Junkrat's Riptire restores ammunition, Far's Barrage restores ammunition, Roadhog's Whole Hog, and Zenyatta's Transcendence. I love this so much. And then for transformation abilities affected, you get Genji's Dragon Blade, so now he's gonna have ammo after he Dragon Blades, and Winston's Primal Rage, he'll have ammo after he Primal Rages. It's great. The change needed to happen, and it's exactly what the developer comment says. You don't have to reload after that long ultimate duration. A lot of times what I would find is I'd be playing Zen, I'd ult, trance, and then, you know, go back to where I need to be position wise, and when I come out, if someone jumps on me, I'm dead because I have to reload. So having that that ammunition there, just so good. Next up, we've got Ana. Her nano boost now instantly heals the target for 300 health as well. That's huge. That's so big. That gives Ana even a better boost to her ultimate. She's going to be able to top someone off with 300 health. So if she's ulting someone like a Genji or a Soldier or any sort of DPS hero, they're going to go pretty much from almost no health, if they have almost no health, to full health to start off that that nano boost. That's really big. She also can use it on tanks as well, right? If she's ulting a Roadhog who's half health, he's going to go right back up to full health. He's going to be a lot harder to kill, especially since nano boost gives you that extra durability by reducing the damage taken. Then we have Brigitte. Her shield bash cooldown has been increased from 6 to 7 seconds. One of the nerfs that I knew was going to happen. Her shield bash is super strong, and it just needed a nerf, and cooldown being increased works perfectly fine. Next, we've got Doomfist with his Rocket Punch. No longer impacts Symmetra's teleporter. That's interesting. So I think if you go to like Rocket Punch through the teleporter or to hit someone as they're coming out, I don't think you'll hit the teleporter. And you can now destroy Symmetra's sentry turns without stopping your movement. So if there's a line of turns, you just Rocket Punch and go right through all of them. That's super good. Hanzo's Lunge has the cooldown increased from 4 to 5 seconds. Again, Hanzo, a really strong character right now. I don't know if his lunge was super low that needed the increase in cooldown, but I guess it will make him a little bit easier to handle from him, you know, just strafing and then lunging one direction, strafing, lunging the other direction. Then we have Moira, her Biotic Grasp. Wow, I can't speak. Biotic Grasp. The passive energy regeneration rate increased from 2 per second to 2.4 per second. So you're just going to have a little bit more healing to work with. I was actually talking about it today as I was playing, I think I was playing Lucio with Moira, and our Moira ran out of healing, and I think someone on my team was complaining that like he needs more healing. especially when you're playing Moira on defense, where you have to wait for the enemy team to engage to sort of start draining health to get your healing back. So this is good. You'll have a little bit more healing to work with, as they say. Then we have Lucio, which I'm a really big fan of this change. His crossfade aura radius has been increased from 10 meters to 12 meters. So now you got that 2 extra meters just to make sure you're healing your whole team, especially if they're a little bit separated from each other. That's really, really good. And this is big. Sound barriers, the temporary shields granted increased from 500 to 750 shields. So you're going to be able to block ultimates like Junkrat's ultimate. You're going to be able to deal with maybe a Diva Bomb. Actually, will that deal with the Diva Bomb? I think for some tanks with the sound barrier, they'll be able to chill in the Diva Bomb and not die immediately. And 750 shields is a lot of shields to chew through. Granted, the shields do start decreasing pretty much immediately after you get them, but that initial burst of 750 shields on top of your health stops some big high damage ultimates like Tracer Bomb, Junkrat, Tire, and Diva Bomb. So that's really, really, really nice. Then we have Mercy's Kata Staff. The healing beam reduced from 60 healing per second to 50 healing per second. I think out of all the changes to the support heroes, I think this one is the one that stands out the most, because not only does this nerf Mercy, but it also buffs all the other supports in the fact that now if someone's running a Mercy, you don't also have to run a Mercy, because she had, let's face it, the best single target healing in the game. You don't run out. You can just attach the beam. You don't have to aim. It's on them. They're getting that healing. In fact, it was so good, 60 healing per second. I think Winston did 60 damage per second. So if a Winston jumped on a target, you can literally just negate all the damage he's doing to that target with his Tesla cannon. So now you can't. It's going to be 50 healing per second inside. She's still going to be really, really good, but your team can really work around and choose what supports without just thinking that you need that Mercy on your team. So I like that a lot. I do really, really like that. For Sombra, they reduced the size of Sombra's head hit volume. Apparently, her head was abnormally large. I think this is a bug fix, right? Yeah, it says it here. This is mostly a bug fix, as her head hit volume was abnormally large, especially from behind. Previously, if you fired at her from behind near her upper spine, you can land a headshot. Now her head volume is much more accurate. So not really a nerf or a buff to Sombra, but a fix. Reinhardt, his barrier field, the decorative insignia no longer protrudes from the shield surface. I like that a lot. So what they're talking about is, Reinhardt puts up his shield. Right in the center, he would have that lion's head that kind of stuck out from the barrier. And they say by smoothing out Reinhardt's barrier field, he will be able to consistently block enemies' abilities and projectiles, i.e. Junkrat's grenades. So what they're saying is with the lion head out, right? Let me just look at yeah, right, you guys can see. With the lion head out, if Junkrat's, bomb or any projectile hit that and bounced off of it, it would bounce off in a real weird way. But now if it's, completely flat, it'll bounce off exactly the same as it would anywhere else on the shield. So that's fine. Then we have Widowmaker's grappling hook. The cooldown increased from 8 seconds to 10 seconds. So previously they had buffed the Widow's grapple hook by bringing it down to 8 seconds. But what I've been seeing is as Winston's jumped onto Widow, or any team trying to dive a Widowmaker, she would just grapple away, and then when their cooldowns went off and they went to go after her again, she just grapple away again. So she was very, very slippery, very hard to dive onto, and that was really, one of the biggest ways you can deal with the Widowmaker, just to go after her like that. So this should be interesting. I'm expecting to see a lot less Widowmakers, or a lot better Widowmakers who aren't poorly positioned because they don't have that grapple hook to get out of there. Then we have Zarya. Her energy, the drain rate reduced from 2 per second to 1.6 per second. So she's going to be able to keep her energy once high charged a little bit better. And then the graviton surge, the radius was reduced from 8 to 6 meters. So you're going to have a smaller graviton surge. So if you're right at the edge of it or just a little bit further, you won't just get sucked into it completely, which I like, especially for Moira, since, she can get out of the graviton. She can still apply some healing to her team without being sucked back in if she's not using her ultimate, right? So usually you'd wraith out, use Coalescence and, you know, just try to hit your team through the Graviton. But if you didn't have Coalescence, you could Wraith out, throw a Healing Orb, and just try to spray your team. But what I noticed is, I think the range on Moira's spray is around 8 meters, so you would get as close as you possibly could, and then that Graviton would just suck you back in. So that's really, really good. Also, there was this bug for competitive play I heard a lot of people complaining about, that if you left a game, even if you had another lever and it said it was safe, you would still lose the endorsement level. All right, guys, so that's it for the changes. Again, I really think it's great. It's balancing the support category in a way where almost every support is viable for their, you know, situation. Sure, Mercy's still going to be strong. That 10 healing per second is going to be kind of big when it comes to, you know, stopping a Winston or something, but she's still going to have a lot of healing. And of course, Lucio's still going to be used for speed boost and his sound auras, and the sound barrier now has a better spot inside the defensive ultimate category, right? Because really, what did you have? You had Zenyatta, you had Lucio. Zenyatta's trance heals 300 damage per second, where Lucio can stop that burst damage like Zenyatta's can't. So he has somewhere to fit. Anna now has some healing on her ultimate. She has somewhere to fit. So everything's looking really, really good. Plus, we have that change to Zenyatta where he'll have his orbs, his primary fire after he ults. So that's great. Then a couple of the other changes like Sombra, Reinhardt, those are just kind of quality of life fixes. Hanzo's nerf is okay. I'm alright with it. Doomfist's fix against Symmetra is okay. And Brigitte's shield bash needed the extra cooldown, so that's good. Overall, I think it's a great patch. I'm playing it now on the PTR. I highly advise, especially if you're a support main or you play some of these characters that were changed, for you guys to get on the PTR if you can and just test them out, have fun with it. All right, guys. Again, like I said, if you have any comments about the video, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below, as well as your thoughts on the changes. If you haven't, liked the video and subscribe to the channel for more Overwatch content. I'm KingPower44, and I'm out of here. Peace.